Welcome to episode 2. So exciting! It is the same day. I'm sorry, this makeup just slayed, so I had to take advantage. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I just wish I was a panda. Sometimes I just feel like my alter ego was a panda and dig a hole to China. Sometimes I just want to change my name and live in China. Anyways, welcome to episode 2, you guys. I'm so excited to talk about this one today. This one is one of my favorites because we all can be a little bit unintentional sometimes. And this year I've been focusing on being more intentional. So this episode is called When in Doubt, Say Nothing. When you speak with intention. The more you speak with intention, the more graceful you're going to be. When I say when you're in doubt, a lot of people, when they're in doubt, they tend to over explain. They tend to fill the silence. They can't have a moment of silence without it being awkward. Being silent is a form of intelligence. How, you might say? Let's say you're talking to somebody, right? They're speaking, not letting you have a word in, just kind of talking over you and just at that point in time, I'll just automatically assume that they're not very emotionally intelligent, just because I feel like someone who is emotionally intelligent, they're more listeners. They tend to speak less, because who is talking more than listening is someone who is trying to prove themselves, is trying to prove their worth. And I need you to sit back when somebody is doing this and just observe them. I actually read this in a book one time by E.V. Powers. I think the book is called How to Become Bulletproof. You guys should read it. It's actually one of my favorite books. I swear by it. Basically teaches you how to be more powerful, And one of the powerful tools was to actually be silent, speak less. For example, when you're having a conversation with somebody, who's more in control of that conversation? The person who is talking or the person who is listening? You might think the person who is talking has more power of the conversation, but actually it's the person who is silent or is speaking less, because they have the upper hand. They're observing the person who's talking. Having the observation of somebody is much more powerful to be unknown a little bit. It's much more powerful to be mysterious. I'll sometimes be having a conversation with my girlfriends or something. We're talking about something very intellectual. My girlfriends who maybe she agrees with me, but she doesn't really have much to say on the topic. She'll more be like, yeah, you're right. And I agree with that because this, that, and the third. But truly, after she had said what she said, I knew she didn't say that she had no intention when she spoke. She probably didn't know much about it. But I saw right through that. And instead, how I would handle that situation if I was her and I hadn't really not much to say about a topic, I would just sit back and just be like, wow, that's interesting. That's actually cool. I never actually heard of that. That's my first time actually learning about that. So that's something I would definitely look more into. And the next time I see you, I'll definitely have something more to say to you about that. But yeah, that's one example of, of how to be more intentional when you talk. So when you talk, don't always have the pressure to fill a silence. Let a silence happen. If there's a silence, let it happen. Don't be the first to speak. Let the other person speak. And believe me, you're going to feel so much more powerful in that conversation and leave without feeling like you've overshared, or did you prove yourself good enough or not, because you spoke less. And that's actually a form of intelligence. So, food for thought. When you observe, you can actually have a moment to really reflect on a person's intentions, and not by what they're saying, but the way that they speak and the way that they articulate themselves. When you see a person is a little bit trying to fill a silence, a person who's very agreeable, like a yes man, those people, they tend to be a little bit on the immature side, not be as opinionated, and more of go with the crowd kind of person. And you can tell this by if just by the way they bounce off conversation with you. A person who is more intentional is more opinionated, more outspoken, more okay to say the things that they like and what they don't like. And to be honest, a person who is more opinionated and outspoken and more disagreeable is always the most respected person in the room, because that just shows leadership qualities at the end of the day, because you can differentiate what's right and wrong versus what's the popular opinion and what's not the popular opinion. You know what I'm saying? Now, talk when you have something to say, not just to say it. Like, that's actually one of my pet peeves. Like, why are you saying stuff that you don't like? The whole damn, that's crazy, because sit in a box somewhere, because I just can tell that you didn't listen to a word I said. Damn, that's crazy? That's all you got to say? Damn, that's crazy. Bye. Like, no, I didn't appreciate that. Let's talk about problem solving. How we can problem solve in our daily lives. And this goes with speaking intentionally is like, when you're in a situation where you feel like you need to defend yourself or somebody's coming at you for a certain situation, well, how should you react? Should you defend yourself or should you just not even say anything? I would not say anything. You know why? I don't need to explain myself. I don't need to defend myself. Why am I defending myself? All right, like if I know I'm in the right of something, I'm not gonna like defend myself. Like, why am I proving to you that I'm right on something? Like, people are entitled to their own opinions. If they want to believe that you are that you are Jeffrey Epstein, so be it. Like, you know what? Yeah, that's on you. Like, you wanted me to think that I'm like the devil's out, like whatever. Like, I don't care if you think that way. That's fine. At the end of the day, I know myself, and I don't need to prove to anybody what it is. I need you to explain yourself. Do you? I'll tell you my truth, but otherwise, if you don't want to believe me, that's on you, boo boo. Goodbye. So that just goes with speaking intentionally. You don't have to defend yourself. Just don't feed into people trying to make you explain yourself, trying to make you like see their point of view. I don't need to see your point of view. You don't need to see my point of view. You just need to respect me so I can respect you and we can move on with our lives. Because this panda ain't having it. If that makes any sense. Let's say you're in a situation with somebody and you don't know how to handle yourself. Do you think that you should talk about it in that moment, or should you handle it with silence? I'm gonna tell you to handle it with silence, because sometimes, like for example, let's say someone did you wrong, right? I would point out the fact that they did something wrong to you, right? Like, just observe them, watch them squirm, watch them start defending themselves, watch them be like, I didn't do this intentionally, and this and this and this and that. Like, okay, and don't even like say how you're feeling. I wouldn't even say how you're feeling. I would just be like, okay, or like just don't even answer, because at the end of the day, the worst type of revenge is silence. Believe it or not. Don't cuss them out. Don't go wilding out on somebody. Don't give them a reaction. Just be silent. Let them squirm. Let them sweat. They need to be by themselves and squirm. And like, really, the only way they're able to see what they've done is if you back off, and then they're only left to look at themselves. And that's just the worst type of revenge. And then they all come running back, because who was the one to handle that correctly? But yeah, handle things with silence. And if somebody's being reactive, let them sweat. Let them go. The best way to handle it is by not handling it. That's the best way to handle things. I just wanted to like leave this as a little tip. This is a little bit shorter today. That's one of my main tips on how to get revenge. And the best kind of revenge, baby, is silence. The best kind of revenge is you leaving their life, because you are a gift. And now they can't feed off of you anymore. You're gone. You're non-existent anymore. Isn't that so sad? It's like a part of them died because you ignited that fire in them, And like, I need you to truly believe in your powers, that you are a gift. When you enter people's lives, you are the light in their lives. Why are you upset? Like, they should be upset of losing you. And that is really the worst kind of revenge. And I'm not gonna lie, every single person that I've done this with has came running back into my life. Silence is key to revenge. So I truly believe that. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. This is a little shorter, but very impactful. And also, I wanted to also add, being the loudest in the room is like doesn't make you more impactful. To be more impactful, it's not about being the loudest. It's about being intentional. It's about speaking with intent. It's about observing correctly and speaking when asked to be spoken to. Not being obnoxious, not being loud, not shoving people to be in the spotlight. No. That's not cute, nor that's not someone you want to be. It's about having a presence without being the loudest one there, you know? And, there's a way of being graceful about that. And you got this. Anyways, guys, I wanted to let you guys know I'll be posting videos every Wednesday. I hope that you guys like really take what I say and apply it to your lives. Because every time, like all these tips I've used for my life, and it's done me wonders. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've had so many life experiences that has brought me to the person I am, and I just want you guys to have that same wisdom and just like live better and happier. I really want to take you out of your shell and like bring out your light, because all of you have a light. But how are we going to bring it out? It's by using these tools. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. One day we're going to have a cult. And we're gonna do some witchcraft. Yes, we're gonna manifest our dream lives, because duh, if we can, we shall. See you guys next Wednesday. I'm gonna be posting these on Spotify. Please give me a 5-star review if you guys liked it, or if you guys didn't like it, please give me a 5-star review anyway, just because I love you guys so much. Just out of sympathy, please. Enjoyed that. Have a great rest of your day. I hope you guys enjoy the weather. It's getting warmer here in New York City, so yes. All right, bye. See you next Wednesday.